Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Grounded. So in this video, we're going to discuss whether or not it's a good idea now to turn the haze off or not. So with the hot and hazy update, obviously we got the whole gambit of the infected insects and the whole haze area indicated on the map here. You can see the little biohazard sign here. So this whole area now is covered in the haze, and we've known that for a while. With Bug Strike Back coming out, we have base raids, we have the creature cards and everything. So we're trying to figure out now explosive burr traps that require the spiky burrs. So I want to ask, is it worth turning off the haze now so we can use the burr floors more now that lint rope is decreased to make? The cost is decreased to make. We have the explosive burr traps that can be used in base defense events. We have the creature cards, which you're not going to get the infected wolf spider creature card unless you turn the haze off, because that's the only way to get them to show up under the oak lab and then up in the upper yard area. So is it a good time now to turn the haze off? Well, let's look at some of the pros and cons of it. Obviously, one of the cons is the one we just talked about, the infected wolf spider. Not something that's simple to deal with. A really just insane insect that is a wolf spider basically on crack, obviously. So we're over here at the Weed Killer 420 container here, just to get a look at what's going to happen if we turn the haze off. So obviously we know that turning the haze off is going to get rid of all this gas around here, which makes it a lot easier to access all the resources in here, mainly the quartzite, the mint shards, everything else that you're going to need over here that you can get a lot of, especially when it comes to upgrading weapons and just having a ton of quartzite basically. One of the best areas to get quartzite is over here. I think you can farm probably up to 150 quartzite if you run through the whole haze area. So that's one huge advantage. One negative is that you're going to spread the infected insects over the whole area. Now we have the infection, we've had it spread over to the sandbox, over in the salt cave area. We've had it spread over, obviously, up in this area under the shed where the infected wolf spider is over there. Over by the Frankenline and the stink bugs over there in that area. And then just kind of random areas. Now with the inclusion of the base raids now, one of the base raids that you can get is the infected bugs, which I believe include the infected wolf spider. Correct me if I'm wrong on that in the comments, but there's nothing indicating that just because you turn the haze off that those insects are going to be attacking more. We don't really know how the base raids work very well. I mean, occasionally it'll just be a random red ant attack. The infected, from what I'm gathering, is the more time you spend in the infected area, the better chance you have of infected insects coming in and raiding your base. Now, does that mean that now that we have them all over the yard now, are they going to have different areas, or is it still the haze considered their faction area? And again, also killing a lot of the insects is supposed to be one of the ways that we draw base raids as well. But that hasn't really been proven. We don't have anything set in stone on how many you kill, how long you spend in their area. So that's up for debate. So I don't think turning the haze off is really going to affect your chances of getting an infected insect raid. But that's just something to think about. One of the other things that we had with the Bug Strike Back is the ASL, the Advanced Systems Library, where now you can get your molars, you can get quests, and you can purchase stuff from Burgle via the ASL at every field station, which really doesn't require you to go over to the Oak Lab at all anymore. Once you're done turning all the super chips to Burgle, you don't have any other reason to go over there aside from maybe getting quartzite down under the oak tree. So that really doesn't really affect your chances of getting attacked by the infected wolf spider, because you don't really have to go over to the oak lab anymore. Same thing with his location up in the upper yard. There's nothing saying that you need to go over there. There's nothing for you to go over there and get. The closest he comes is out under this area by the bike. There's infected larvae, and I believe just the infected wolf spider over there, but he doesn't venture out too far into the yard yet. Now that's something that could change in the future, but with us having the chance to replay the whole progress of the story and having the haze opened back up for those players that did close it, we have another unique opportunity to where we've played with the haze off, we've played with the haze on. What is better overall? One of the other things is, obviously, like I said, the creature cards. So you're not going to be able to max out your creature cards for those collectors out there. You're not going to be able to max it out unless you close the haze and get the infected wolf spider spawn. And you're definitely not going to be able to get the gold card for him. Now, if you really want to do that, then more power to you. I'm sure there's going to be an achievement down the road for that. But I really don't see any other point to keep the haze open, honestly. Burr weeds, you're going to have more burr weeds, which more spiky burrs to make your explosive burr traps, or the burr floors if you're into the base building. And that's really it. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and plug the Haze, because I don't really, the pros for me outweigh the cons in plugging the Haze to where I need more resources, right? I'm trying to upgrade all my weapons, the ones that I use at least, and getting the quartzite down here and all the other resources that are available, as well as having to wear my gas mask if I'm running across over here. So if I'm coming from a base over here and I'm going to the sandbox and I want to run through the Haze to try to minimize my travel time, then I have to bring my gas mask with me, and that's just already taken another slot open in my backpack that I could be using for something else. So in my opinion, I think it's a great idea now to turn off the Haze. The benefits outweigh the risks, in my opinion. You really don't need to go near the infected wolf spiders if that's your biggest issue with it. So we are just going to plug the Haze, and that's that. So that's what we got for this video, guys. Let me know if you're plugging the Haze or not in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you join the community. A link to join the Discord in the description, where we cover Grounded. We're going to get back into Core Keeper. We've got other games, V Rising and everything coming out right now. So that being said, everybody, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay original, my friends. We'll see you guys in the next video. Later.